Hi, this is Dr. Friedlander, and in this mini lecture, I would like to talk to you about assistive technology to support writing. So, just a little bit about the writing process. So, the first phase of the writing process would be pre-writing. And it's during this phase when students are they're planning, they're generating ideas, they may be even brainstorming, and also organizing ideas. And this can be an area that can be challenging for students with disabilities, and we'll get into some of the supports that can help them in this area. The next phase, we might want to think of it as drafting. And in this, during this phase, students are asked to develop ideas and thoughts, into meaningful words, sentences, and paragraphs. And again, as students begin to do their drafting, a lot of them find this to be a challenge for them to do. And the third phase would be after they've gotten their ideas down, they've written it, is to review, which might be to reread what they wrote and also evaluate to see if they want to make any changes. After they do that, this throws them into the edit and revise mode. And this is certainly an area where students will have difficulty in evaluating their work, as well as in improving their grammar, the sentence structure, and paragraph development. So one of the issues that and problems students with disabilities have with writing, let's review those, and then we'll see what supports we could put in place. So certainly we have ideation, and that is ideation has to do with ideas. A lot of students have difficulty with spelling, which can really get in the way of them getting their sentences and ideas down. And also, when we think about writing, there's a tremendous amount of cognitive complexity to the task. And this is often a challenge for students with disabilities because for some of them, it may be overwhelming. For some of them, they may have trouble with the planning and execution. For some of them, some students may even have trouble getting started when they see a blank paper or even a word processing file. And also, a lot of students with difficulty writing may have trouble with note-taking, which may even be a precursor to getting their thoughts down or taking notes about books or other resources. So what are some of those technology tools that student that can support the writing process. So let's talk a little bit about that. We have low tech, which might be something like a slant board, and a lot of times occupational therapists might use that, or even pencil grips might be a first line to take a look at. For some students with really severe writing, sometimes even rubber stamps with certain keywords that they can use even for taking tests, things like that. And sometimes occupational therapists will recommend paper with raised lines, which can be a helpful resource. During the pre-writing phase, a lot of teachers may decide to try graphic organizers, and these can be high tech or low tech. I mean, low tech, it could be that the teacher may give the students a paper template, and certainly graphic organizers can be used for brainstorming and organizing ideas. And like I said, some of this can be paper, but graphic organizer could be set up for something like this, where the student might be brainstorming about favorite activities. So that's the central idea. And then going out from there, students could fill in their ideas. And again, this could be a great tool for helping them to get their ideas down. And you can give them a good start to the writing process. So this is just a hand-drawn one, but there are certainly tools that can be used, electronic ones. So a couple of really good tools for creating graphic organizers is inspiration. So these are, and also one we'll take a look at, MindMeister, and there are lots of other ones, but we'll take a look at inspiration and MindMeister this semester. During the drafting phase, students can also, with a lot of these electronic mind maps, they can use a number of templates that may be available, and these could be available if the student's writing a persuasive essay, or compare and contrast. And a lot of the electronic mind mapping applications also allow the students to change from the graphic view to an outline view, which can be really, really helpful. For students that need support for spelling, students can use word prediction applications, and again, this can be used for spelling support. And you might look something like this. So the student's using a word processor. They type the letter U, and then the program will begin to predict words that they might want to use. Some common word prediction applications are WordQ and co-writer, universal. And we'll take a look at a couple of these during the semester. One of the really nice things about co-writer is that it supports what we call topic dictionaries, so that if a student is writing about a particular topic, all those specialized words will be available for them to use. Students who also need support for spelling might take advantage of having word banks available. Some popular applications are Word Bank Universal, and also another piece of software from Cricksoft, Clicker 8, which can provide some really nice word banks. And certainly students can take advantage of the spell checkers that are found in most word processing. And probably one of the most important tools that has really leveled the playing field recently is speech recognition. And this is now built into Google Docs. And also it's built into Microsoft Word. And these are two powerful tools that don't require any training. During the review phase of writing, students can take advantage of text-to-speech to listen back to what they wrote, and it allows them to do whatever changes they want to make. In literature, you might see this as text-to-speech. You might see it as TTS, and a program like Read and Write for Google Docs has that built in, and on the toolbar it might look like a play arrow. And of course, students can also take advantage of grammar checking using programs like Grammarly, or using some of the tools that might be found in Microsoft Word. So I hope this gives you a good idea of some of the supports that are available for students who are challenged in the area of writing.